There's this photograph of my father and me in my grandparents' backyard in Kaneohe. My dad's holding Tuaku by the tail, and I'm next to him, wearing a red shirt and holding a toy car. And my father's just brought these fish in, fishing by boat outside of Kaneohe Bay. And I remember the photograph so well, but I can't say with certainty that I remember the events of the day, which makes me question my memory. I spent many weekends and sometimes weeks during the summers at my grandparents' house in Kaneohe. Yet over time, my memory of the place has become fragmented and broken. Sometimes in my dreams, they seem distorted. Some of my most vivid visual memories of the place seem to reside within photographs I've snapped. Sometimes during the summers I'll drive by and find myself disappointed. Last summer a friend of mine took us out on boat and I could see my grandparents' house from the bay, dwarfed by McMansions. There it is, circled in yellow. That red X is where my father and I would have stood with the Tuaku. Some of my most tangible memories are oral, listening to the sound of the water lap against the rocks as I fell asleep, while my grandmother massaged my feet. As a small child, I had trouble sleeping, and she was trying to comfort me. I would also wake up to the same sound of water against the shore, only these waters are not the waters of Kaneohe, but the waters of Quilcene Bay up in Hood Canal in Washington. And recently, I've found a connection with that place that reminds me of my connection with my grandma and grandpa's home back in Kaneohe. A friend of ours has been kind enough to invite us up there to spend time on the water, and I've begun to make memories there with my own son and my wife. And the thing of it is that the house is right on the water, and so you go to sleep hearing the sound of the water, and you wake up hearing the sound of the water, and you walk out the back door and there is the water, and in those respects it is so much like my grandma and grandpa's house along Kaneohe Bay. I wonder if my son will remember this place in a way that's analogous to the way I remember Kaneohe Bay with my father and my grandparents.